your #1 track reviewer, back at it again, boys. Today, we got BCMX Moonlight SX, okay? And you guys been noticing in some of my recent videos, I've been doing this hidden HUD mode on where it won't like show my name at the bottom, it won't show the tag, it won't show any of that stuff. So let me know if you like this better than the basically like full HUD mode where it's got everything on it. You know, it's got the little pit board, it's got my name down below the front fender, it's got the tack on the side. Definitely let me know down in the comments which one you like better. I'm going to try to kind of figure out a way I want to do a lot of this, because I think this looks better, honestly, because it kind of eliminates a lot of that clutter. You just see the front fender. I just think this looks better. But anyways, yeah. So either way, I really enjoyed this track right here, dude. This one's pretty cool. So he's got this vibe out here. Let me see if I can kind of go to it just to give you guys a little showing of what's going on. Dude, that Galaxy team gear looking sick on this moon track. Let me get back to where I was at. Where the hell am I at? Okay, let's get over here. Dude, look at this. Look pretty sick on a track like this. Got the name number on the back. Hell yeah, dog. That's pretty awesome. But anyways, sorry, got caught up in my fucking team gear and team helmet. Oh, by the way, boys, still doing team tryouts. Still getting on riding every night. If you want to get in my Discord or get in the team tryouts, all you got to do is DM me on Instagram at Spencer Turley, no space and no capital letters. And I will get you in my Discord and get you in team tryouts. That's all you got to do. DM me on Instagram. And I'll get you in on that. But what he's got out here, so he's got this cool... I don't know if I've used this on a track. I know it was on the, what the hell track did I first see this skybox on? This was on that damn, I can't remember the name of it. You guys, I made a video on it as a 10 out of 10 night track, right? What the hell is the name of that track? I can't remember. God, there's been so many tracks in this game. But that's the first time I think I ever saw that skybox. But it fits this track pretty well. And what he's done out here is he's got kind of like a dark... very, very dark ground with a like dark sort of fog or haze or shading, something out here. But it really does a pretty good job on just making it to where it looks like it just has the light inside where the lights are and not out past that, which is actually quite tricky to do in MX Simulator, because even when you go in there and make a night track, you're still going to have the same lighting over the entire track. You know, you can't just like make dark over here and light over here very easily. You got to work with shading, you've got to work with fog effects, you've got to work with a lot of different things to really make that happen. So it's cool that he really kind of captured that here. But wasn't the biggest fan of this sort of light billboard coming off of these lights right here. I don't know, they kind of give you the effect that like you've got these big ass cotton balls in the fucking sky on the track. I certainly think he could have picked a little bit of a better billboard for that. There's some that aren't quite like that fucking big cotton ball round. There's some that are a little bit smaller and look more like a real light effect coming off of it. So if you guys don't know how this works, basically there's a light pole statue, right, which is this. And then what happens is you go in there and put a actual light billboard. Okay, he's actually got two. If you notice that. Sorry, guys, I'm probably blinding your eyes. He's actually got three. Look at that shit. He's actually got three on there, which are billboards. So that makes it to where no matter where you're at, they kind of like rotate to where you are. So that's actually two separate things if you didn't notice. Like anytime you're doing lights on a track that actually have a light on it, it's a statue light, and then it's a billboard on the actual lighting effect of it up there. But that lighting doesn't actually light up the track on its own. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's nothing in that light billboard that's going to actually light up the track. So that's what I mean by you have to go in there and kind of do that separately with shading and other techniques to get it to look like the light is actually emitting, putting off real life light. So there's a couple little tricky things you kind of got to work around in this game to be able to make shit look right, but I don't know, just kind of thought he could have went with a little bit of a better light object or billboard there for the actual light part of it. And see, he could have still kept his, what I mean by that is he could have still kept his, light Well, I don't know if he could have because it might be too tall for some of the other. I don't know. Either way, not that big of a deal. Just a little nitpicky thing. But I really like some of the rhythms he's got going on here. This is a fun track as far as like, you know, it's that kind of more old school MX Sim style, bigger rhythms. You got quad rhythms and 2 or 3 rhythms. So I was pretty happy about being able to hit some bigger lines. I always enjoy doing that on a supercross track, being able to separate yourself. This little section right here is pretty badass because you can. So what you do is you jump right here, jump up over to this, then you can hit a quad right here. But it's like really hard to time this out to where you just barely jump over the landing of that quad, but then you can go up the inside and still hit this double right here, right? So that's a really cool little kind of pro line you can do there. If you can time that quad out properly, you can just go up the inside and shave off a bunch of time by doing that. It's got a couple of split lane areas coming out of the corner, pretty cool. Not like a super difficult track. I mean, you could still mob around this bitch on a 250 pretty easily. But there's that bigger line option if you want to really get on the NOS button out of the corners on a 450. You know what I'm saying? Did I come up short here? Whoa, busted my nuts. All right, so let me see if I can replay this. Let's do some full third person here. Okay. Yeah, so either way, if any of you guys actually end up getting on my team, obviously you get this bike, this gear without the name and number on it, and the helmet. So that's kind of what some of the perks that come along with being on the team. Like I say, if you want to be on the team, hit me up on Instagram, Spencer Turley, no space, no capital. Hit me up in a DM, and I'll get you in the Discord, get you in the team tryout role. And basically all you got to do is hop on there, get on when we're riding every night, and I'll give you a chance to get in. So it's kind of how that works. But yeah, just impressed with the overall vibe of this thing. This track right here, pretty cool. Got a nice little shed building thing going on there. Gives it a little bit of variation to the off-track objects. It's not a super complex track. Pretty simple. Pretty cool, simple, kind of like I think of this as kind of like a cool nighttime Yamaha test track or something, you know? Kind of a cool little feeling I got from it. You guys remember when, I think it was maybe Plessinger and Ferrandis that did a little video, or no, it was Ferrandis and Colt Nichols and Ferrandis did you remember that little video, little Yamaha video? It was like at nighttime. It's just the both of them. It was like Moonlight, you know, kind of, and then they were on that like lit up nighttime supercross track. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Pretty cool. Nice ground decal work, you know. It's got that like very texturized decal. You've got not just a base like, you know, the flat Play-Doh looking decal that they've had for the Erode this past year. It's got more of a texture to it. It's got like more of the actual little ruddy looking grooves in the dirt, and kind of got the dozer mark vibe going on in the dirt. And I always love when tracks can capture that. I really hated when they went down that whole like Play-Doh decal look for the Erode in the game. Really didn't like that at all. And this is even having my graphics on half right here. But the reason why I do that is because if I start cranking it up to what I normally ride on, then it's going to create that weird grain effect on YouTube. So if you go in here and have your graphics maxed out, this ground decal will look even better. So just letting you guys know that. But yeah, pretty solid track, dude. Tough little triple in on that outside right there. Pretty fun. And you got that quad. Cool little lines. You can kind of work up the inside here. Triple up the inside here. Really like this whole first section right here. Still simple, but still, you know, you can hit some Mac Daddy lines on it. You got a double right there. You can do a triple single. You can still hit the main triple there if you do a triple single before. Even though you're going to smack into the face a little bit, you can still hit it. Weirdly enough, when you hit the whoops on this track, it kind of feels weird how it like dives you into the corner after you hit the whoops. I don't know if that's like he's got that last whoop a little big or like drops off kind of. I don't know why it feels like that, but that was a little bizarre. I don't really notice that much on other whoops on other tracks, but you'll kind of get like a weird kick into the corner, and then you're hitting that like real short, smoothed out berm, right? After you hit the whoops, so it's like kind of hard to slow down for the corner, but either way, solid track overall. Probably give this puppy like probably give it like an 8 overall. So the difficulty medium. So that's kind of where I'm at on it, boys. Appreciate all the support. and we're going to keep on rocking on. If you want to see any of my other track reviews, got a playlist for that on my front page. And, yeah, you can go on there. Got 200 plus fucking track reviews on there. Oh, man, we've been at it for a minute, boys. Oh, man. Like, wow. It's just crazy when you look back. Like, I can't even believe all the videos I've made. I've made so much stuff. It's just been a journey and a half, dude. But sick track right here for sure. And yeah, not bad. Just solid, pretty standard overall. Not like anything too out of the box, too crazy. Decent biome design. Still not too crazy. I mean, the off track's like basically just darkness. And then you got some mountains out there, but it just works, you know? That's all you really have to worry about on a track. As long as it works, it looks okay, don't really matter what it actually is. You understand what I'm saying? So this is kind of like a nice little balance of not overdoing it, but still looks pretty solid. So either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dudes.